If you have anxious attachment style, it can be very difficult to date or to be in a relationship because some very small signals that could be neutral, we can interpret it as something negative and become very, very anxious and stressed. So let's do some EFT tapping to calm down our nervous system and all of these racing thoughts that are making us even more anxious. Even though I'm having a bit of an anxiety moment, I'm not feeling great right now, and I'm having a hard time feeling confident and peaceful. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And even though something they did or said triggered me, and now I'm feeling so anxious, I soothe and comfort myself and accept these emotions. I've got all sorts of racing thoughts, one of which probably is, what if this is over? What if they don't want to see me again? Maybe very deep down, I'm afraid of being abandoned again. I'm constantly checking my phone for messages. Or maybe I'm stalking them on social media. I keep wondering where they are or what they are doing and with whom. I just feel this pit in my stomach and a tightness in my chest and throat. It feels like they've pulled away and I don't feel safe. I want and need to feel that everything is okay between us. I'm afraid I did or said something wrong. Or that they have lost interest. I want to feel connected again. I'm feeling mentally and physically agitated right now. I've got images of the worst case scenario happening. Them leaving or saying that they don't want to see me anymore. I'm having obsessive thoughts against my will. I don't want to feel this way, but I do. I'm doubting my worth and whether I'm good enough or interesting enough for them. What if they've changed their mind? What if something just switched? I might be in total panic right now. I want to text them to see that everything is okay. And at the same time, I don't want to be clingy or needy. Because they might feel that I'm desperate. I kind of am, but I don't want them to know. It feels like my whole mood and day depends on how we are doing. I can't have a nice day or just a break from these thoughts. I can't even focus on what it is I'm doing or conversations with friends. All of this anxiety and panic in my body right now. And this urge to fix things fast. I need to know everything is okay and great to feel calm. I'm spiraling between hope and despair. And to be honest, I am sick and tired of my mood depending on someone else. If they send me a heart emoji, I feel great. And if they don't answer, I can't even function. This is unhealthy for me. But I can't seem to change it or stop it. And it makes me feel angry and stupid and ashamed. I feel I should care less and know my value. I wish I could just walk away if someone gives me crumbs of attention. But it's as if there's this thing within me stronger. This deep anxiety and fear. So I'm acknowledging it now. In this very, very present moment, I'm safe. It might not feel this way, but I'm safe. It's not me, the adult, reacting. It's a younger part of me that is so deeply scared. A younger part of me who feels helpless and abandoned. An unprotected part of me who is panicky about being vulnerable. Because growing up, my needs were not fully met. And maybe I don't even really remember. But the attachment wound is there. It's this past wound triggering anxiety. It is not the person or the situation. And I know from past experiences that sometimes I was devastated about a person. Eventually I moved on and met someone else. So it's not that much about that person as it is about a defense and survival mechanism. And putting words on what is happening in my body and in my mind calms me down. This anxiety is a survival mechanism meant to keep me safe from abandonment. But as an adult, I can only abandon myself. Others can't abandon me. I'm soaking all of this information in. All of this panic because a notification hasn't appeared on my phone. All of this anxiety flowing through my body now. All of these chemicals that my body and brain are releasing are not proof that something is wrong. It's just an indicator of a past abandonment wound. I allow myself to calm myself down now. Things can always change for the positive in my favor fast. This fear and anxiety are indicators that I can still heal more. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I can observe myself experiencing an emotion without the emotion totally overcoming me. I remember the times I felt this way and overcome it. I remember the times I felt I'd never get over someone, and I did. I remember the times I eventually met someone better or realized my anxiety was built on nothing. It is safe to feel even 5% better. Thanking my body for trying to keep me safe. I'm putting cognition back in my brain instead of panic. I'm remembering the amazing, sensational person I am. I am worthy, I am intelligent, and I'm worthy of consistent love. Okay, take a deep breath in and breathe out. Now remember, the most specific we can be with EFT, the better the results you'll get. I actually started EFT a very long time ago when I was in the midst of a massive crisis because my love interest had told me that they didn't want to continue this beginning of relationship. We were just dating at the time. And it sent me into severe depression. I could not even get out of bed. I lost so much weight. All of willingness to live and ability to see good moments in life completely vanished. And that's how I started my EFT journey and eventually overcame depression rather fast thanks to EFT. The depression was always triggered by a love deception or love heartbreak. And I came to realize that I had internalized the message that when someone rejected me or someone wasn't interested in me, it's because I wasn't worthy, I was worthless, or I wasn't important enough for them to care more, or important or worthy enough for them to want to be with me. And it took quite a bit of work, but it worked sensationally well, and depression has never come back, and that was almost 10 years ago. But I remember the deep hole, the pitless bottom, pitless well with no bottom, the deep despair and darkness I felt, and those little things that helped me throughout that journey as I was healing with EFT was to remember I am not reacting to the loss or potential loss of this person. This is an old pattern in childhood where my attachment needs were not met, and the primal survival part of me is creating a big reaction of anxiety or depression to try and keep me safe. But this is not about this person, and I'll get over them and meet someone else, and maybe I'll feel miserable with someone else, but it's to prove that it wasn't about losing this person. It's more a pattern that gets triggered. Now, if this is something that really resonates with you and you feel that you need more help, that EFT has helped, but you haven't gone in the deep end of the pool yet, I would be very happy to support you in that journey. You can click the link in the description of this video. There's a contact form if you have any more questions, as well as options on how to work together. And in the meantime, another resource that helped me tremendously when it came to anxious attachment was the book called Attached, explaining the theory of attachment and how to move from anxious attachment, to secure attachment, as well as the book, which is a godsend, from Susan Anderson, Healing from Abandonment, or something along those lines. And she explains all of the biochemical processes that happens in your mind and body when an attachment wound or an abandoned wound is reopened or triggered. And she gives a lot of very powerful tools to get better fast, and they really work. So I hope that this video was useful, and I'll see you in the next one.